Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to carry on Karthus in the jungle. Here's season 13, and absolutely hyper carry. Karthus is in a really interesting spot. Not many people are playing him. Absolutely no one is banning him. And he's a pretty solid champion. There's a few things you have to look for, though. 19s out of 20 times, you really want to start on your blue buff so you can E-spam constantly. It's pretty important. Another thing is understanding champions' dashes. Most champion dashes are very predictable on where they end up. And you can place your Q there proactively to hit them guaranteed. It's practically like they're CCing themselves. For example, a Rek'Sai dash, a Rek'Sai R, ZR, it's all very predictable where they end up, and it's on the same timer every single time, regardless of where they started it from. Now, Master EQ is different. They changed that about a year ago, so that he can end up on any side of you. We'll just have to hover cursor on where we think it's going to be and then place it. Landing Q on melee champions is easier because if they want to hit you, they have to get close to auto. You just place it in between you and them, like I'm doing with this blue buff here. We're going to Q auto, Q auto, Q auto, because our Q's on a shorter cooldown than our auto attacks are. So the first auto attack's kind of on deck. That's why it's Q auto, Q auto, Q auto, just like you see here. Try to get in the habit of moving in between your autos. Since we have blue buff, we can basically just perma leave our E on and get away with it. As long as we're in the jungle area, because if we're in the jungle area, you get increased mana regeneration. When your Q only hits a single thing, it does way more damage than when it hits multiple. So against the large monsters, that's ideally what we want. Finish him off because my jungle friend somehow missed his auto there. Get another point into our Q. For your runes on Karthus, you can go Dark Harvest or First Strike. First Strike's a little bit better, because even if you don't get a kill, you're still getting gold off of it. And for the Dark Harvest, it doesn't necessarily work that way. Been mixing some autos. Kite this out. Looks like he's bot side. What does he have there? Just blue buff? So he did blue. We're going to try to land these only on the big one. The big one's the most important one to chunk down anyways. And we just did a leashless 304 full clear. Very nice. And we have full HP too, just about. Very high HP. We'll go ahead and get a point into our W. He's going to have all successful ganks apparently. So you know what they say, Master E-gank, strongest ganks in the game. JK. E-ganks are actually pretty bad. Hey, Zed. I can kind of just leave my E on here. Put an auto attack on him. Zed's trying to push this in so he can reset. I'm gonna walk him down here. Get an auto on him. Into some Qs. He nearly dies. And I have the wave set up for the Pantheon as well. I'm gonna go for the Scuttle Crab. So the wave, I stopped it from crashing. Got some CS, nearly killed the Zed as well. I'll still be able to get the Scuttle. I didn't burn exhaust because I was never really close enough to justify it. You need to be able to get the kill with it or keep yourself from dying with it. Draven is pretty low here. It's a potential dive opportunity. I don't think it's worded either. Alright, we'll look out for a Q. Got one on the Draven. Got him with the wall. Nice. Okay, we're gonna exhaust her, then we can land Qs for free. Yeah, I died from turret shot there. Yeah, turret shot's insane. I'd say worth though, because Leona gets the kill. The enemies lost so much CS off of that as well. This is an ungodly amount of golden XP. So that's actually really, really good. Overall for us, first item rush is pretty much always Leandri's. It makes it easy to kill people without landing skill shots, and even when you land skill shots, it still chunks. Your E you can perma apply the Leandri's with. You have the option of not going for Absolute Gathering. Absolute Gathering plays the best off Rabadon, which is Karthus' second best item in the game, essentially behind Leandri's. It's his highest win rate second item rush option in the game when you look at his build's win rates. Shadow Flame is certainly a high contender, however, Rabadon is best if you're going to run this type of build. We don't want to spam our E too much without the blue buff. You can even pick up a tier in a Karthus build. I used to do that a lot more in earlier seasons, and since they changed Archangel back to be similar to what it was with the shield, The tier is actually not bad. You just don't want to delay your Leandries too much. We're going to continue to full clear gank, full clear gank, full clear gank. It's the most efficient on Karth. Also, when you use your wall, you want to slice them in half with it. You want to lay it directly on top of them. That's how you're going to maximize its value. Because if you just lay it in a weird spot, they're just going to run around it or flash through it. But if you lay it on top of them to begin with, no matter what they do, the slow is going to apply. And it's going to shred their magic resist. A lot of people don't realize shreds MR. So my bot lane just died. He is possibly on... Yeah, he is on dragon right now. He might come for this. I'll come for this. This looks free. Kate might die before I get there. We get the wall on Draven. Get our Eon. Got her with the Q. I can't kill her with R quite. I'll walk her down with Eon. I have her against the wall. We get her with an auto attack. Down you go. Notice how we kind of space it out. You don't want to Q every single time your Q's up. Otherwise, it's just kind of easy for them to land. Yeah, Zed's not going to be able to kill me. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. I still have my Zanyas as well. So kind of just holding on to that. Might as well. We have a lot of mana regeneration from jungle items since we're in the river area. Go ahead and help with this real quick. We can perma-spam Qs off of that. That was absolutely huge for our team. You got absurdly greedy there. You don't really want to fight Karthus as a melee champion unless you can burst him down rapidly, because Karth Q damage is nuts. Now just keep in mind, if you're still within range on your E, don't weave in too many Qs, especially if they're moving frantically. If you're already close, try to get as much of your E off as possible in auto attacks. Your E and autos can't miss, your Qs can. So you need to take that into account with your decision making. Also, if they're near a wall or a turret in between structures, basically if they're pinned by walls or structures, things they can't move through, you should lean heavier into Qs, especially if you have them slowed with a W or an exhaust. So once you got kind of closer to the wall, she had nowhere to juke to, because I could just center on her and it hits. I have my R I can use, but it's not going to kill anybody. It's a high cooldown ability. You're not really going to use it unless it's going to get a kill. There's a few champions who can dodge Karth R, like Shaco with his R. And I think Fizz Troll Pull might be able to. I'm not sure if Eve might be able to. I'm not 100%. I don't think this is going to kill anyone. Yeah, not quite. Ooh, but Caitlyn was able to R off of it. That's decent enough. Got him with the wall. I guess he didn't have his dash up. He must have burned his dash to push the wave. That's the second time. He's not playing on lock screen. His reaction time is so slow that he's definitely looking somewhere else other than his screen. I'm kind of just walking at him and he's dying. What a goofball. At this stage in the game, I don't have to auto attack that much. It's not as important against my camps because my Q is doing 99% of the damage basically. So yeah, so I don't have to Q auto, QQ auto, QQ auto. I can just weave it in auto every now and then. It's not as important at this stage. It's more important in the early game. Yeah, Senna needs to kind of clear this area out. Just fight it, dude. Don't be a coward, Senna. I don't even know if this is worded, but I think E knows I'm here now, so I gotta kind of get over here. Get the wall on her into Qs. She flashed. I can't keep up. I don't have boots. There's a big wave underneath the turret now. I kind of need to reset. I need a back. I can get Leandries. I can get boots. Normally you'd go free boots instead of perfect timing, but since they have a Zed and a E, I was forced to kind of go perfect timing here. Pantheon's getting wrecked right now. Pick up some boots, grab a control word. We do have first dragon, which is nice. I kind of have to go mid grab this wave, another wave incoming. How much have I used this one time? I think I did it for an amp tome, which is, it's worth. Futures market's nice when you're already gonna take first strike anyways. Your W gives vision, which is pretty cool. I can't really follow that up. I do have my R though if he like chases him down and stop his recall. Ooh, that's not good. Snare gets the E though. I shouldn't really be bot right now with all my camps down here. I should be full clear ganking. Gonna get her with a Q into wall. That wall was bad, but the Q placement was great. The wall I should have cut her in half with so it can't miss. Draven has tier 2 boots. I kind of have a good cutoff angle here though. I threw that one defensively just in case he turns. There, down he goes. With the slow from Smite and the slow from Exhaust, you couldn't really dodge the Qs very well. He could have tried to turn to fight me. I have such a big item advantage though, it would have been hard. I can't R to kill anybody there. They're all high HP. This Pantheon is dying so much. Luckily I have high gold income at the moment. He might... He's gonna meditate or Q or something my R. I think he's dead now. I need something to Q. He's dead. Nice. Yeah, I was waiting for him to get away from the minions. I need to kind of hit this guy with a Q here, I think. Oh, never mind. This Senna speed up's insane, dude. It's actually ridiculous. It's the best AoE speed up in the game because it makes you invisible. They don't know who's who. It's pretty brutal. Try to Q only the big one. It's easy to do when they're chasing you because they separate a bit. Gotta love that E-mana regen from killing stuff. We'll go ahead and clear up towards top side. We kind of need to get a word down on this though. I don't want Master Yi choosing this down real quick. Even if he is behind, it's possible. Draven's not a full item here. He can't do this. I can solo kill him. I have enough mana. We'll leave Eon and chew him up. If anyone comes for the boosh, they're dead. Alright, I'll go catch the wave. It's a lot of minions. Get down and auto Q. Nice. There's the Draven. Senna is a full item. Draven's not. She can't solo him, but her damage output will be pretty good. I want to get these wraps real quick. I'm going to try not to use my E. It's not doing that much damage to these anyways. I want to keep my mana as high as possible here. Whenever you're about to team fight, if you're full mana, you can basically just leave your Eon and kill everyone with your Leandri's burn. Constantly reapplying it. I don't mind tanking this. I miss the good old days when you could take Ravenous Hunter on Karthus and Permaheal. That was really nice. That's when like Dark Harvest was definitively his best keystone option, but now First Strike is 100%. Got him with the wall. Get the Q. He's CC'd. Yeah, down you go, buddy. Down you go. Gotta love that Q solo target damage there. My camps are up. Absolutely delicious. My R is coming up here shortly. You can play Karthus more CDR heavy. I'm not a big fan of that play style. Because the thing is, your E doesn't have a cooldown, right? And your Q basically doesn't have a cooldown either. So the more CDR you stack, the only value you're really getting is from your R, which is an extremely short-sighted way to play Karthus. Very short-sighted. You can already output infinite Qs, infinite Es. You might as well have those be doing 40% more damage rather than, ooh, I get to R 20% more often. That being said, CDR isn't bad on a Karthus. You shouldn't optimize your whole build towards necessarily having maximum ability haste. Kind of pointless. Does make for a hecka spicy thumbnail though, so don't be surprised if I do one of those one day. Hey Leona. We get the Wall of Pain and the Q. Walk her down a little bit for the next Q because she's juking. Walk her down a little bit for the next one. Almost got it as well. Oh, I wasn't sure if Zed was here. Oh, he is here. Get him with the Wall of Pain. I'm trying to get my exhaust on him. Get my Q behind me because Leona dash puts her behind. Get my Q right on where Set's going to be. I need Wall of Pain. There it is. Walk him down a little bit. He's between the turret. We land for free. Land it for free. Smite with Eon. I still have my Zhonya's as well. I don't want them to follow this up. Dragon's down. We don't even need to be fighting over here. Also, why am I turning on my E? That's so pointless. It's time to reset and to eat a grape. That was a really good grape. One of those expensive cotton candy grapes. That's how you know you're moving up in life, buying fruit. Alright. We got Mej. From this position, we'll get this and build towards Zanya's. If you're going to go for Mej, you need Zons. Playing Suicide Karthus is ridiculous. There's so much mobility in League these days. If you go in Suicide, they just run out immediately. We got to wait for Zed R. I think he can dodge my R with his R. He's dead. Thanks, Riven. Psych. She wasted Flash. Thanks for the kill, Zed. Thanks for the gold, Zed. Got some first strike off that as well. Did a bit of damage to Draven, too. The biggest counter to Karthus, I'd say Soraka. Soraka R completely cucks you, because the lower on health her teammates are, the more her R heals them, which is really bad for what Karthus is trying to do with his R, which is to execute. Draven's bot side. I could kill them 1v2 right now. I'm going to try to avoid high-risk situation where it's like 60-40 in my favor. That's high risk. We want to try to stick to 80-20 or better for the sake of the Mej. Because the more Mej we get, every situation starts to be more heavily weighed towards us. Plus, if they kill me, they get nearly 1,000 gold right now. 950. Pretty gross. Hey, buddy. And you're dead. Well played. Now I gotta stay alive here. That's really good for us. I think he even ignited there. I missed just about every Q, but my E was mulching and Senna was there. My goal isn't to steal this CS. My goal is to just push the wave. Time for me to back. I can get Zanya's. Although Zed's dead, it'd be nice to push the map. Sitting on a Zons. Don't want to throw my shutdown. This whole build revolves around proper positioning, good pathing, staying alive. We have Gathering Storm. I'm going to kick in super, super heavy here in 10 minutes. Or I should say at the 20-minute mark, which is 2 minutes. That's going to be synergizing with the Mej and Rabadon. Karthus Aura has insanely good AP scaling. My goodness. 75% on something that hits all 5 players guaranteed. Or nearly guaranteed. On a non-skill shot ability. 70% on Q scaling if it hits a single target, and 20% on your E. Obviously 0 on your passive. 0 passive damage. Oof. Yes, let's cheese this down. We need to take this quick. Flame drag, super important. No, why my teammates are playing that far forward. My whole team should be over here right now. So it's just me. I'm not even trying to auto, but if an auto attack goes in between Qs, I'm fine with it. And you get down Wall of Pain, gives vision, slows him down. I almost got him on that second Q. I caught him on the first one right as he was starting his R. I think they die here. That's bad. I didn't know if Draven was low. I missed just about every Q in that fight. That was really messy. On the bright side, we did get Dragon, though. They got so much shutdown gold. Fight got super, super messy when he was hitting me. I couldn't even tell what was happening. Dude's got a skin. Skins equals wins. I hate that new Riven skin. To me, it looks like an ugly Katarina. Like, there's so many Katarina skins that look just like that. It looks like a Katarina where she's like slipped several discs in her back and she can't stand up properly. She's all hunched over. I don't like that skin at all. I've been saying it for a while. League needs to give you the option to turn off skins from your own perspective. There's no reason why you should be forced to look at it. And you may say, well, that doesn't make sense. No, well, it does. They let you mute people's emotes. People can pay for emotes and their Eternals and stuff. You can turn all of that off like I do, but you can even turn off their chat. You're not allowed to essentially mute their skin, which skins equals wins, which is why various skins are even banned in pro play because they're annoying. It's hard to even tell what's happening. There's so many champs in League as well. Imagine it's very challenging for newer players having to deal with the thousands of league skins. If you count chromas, it probably is over 1,000, right? Little scummy for me to take those minions. Probably shouldn't be doing that. W for vision, Q for vision. I don't have Wall of Pain here. Zhonya's is on cooldown too. Now it'd actually be a really bad time for me to come into a fight. I got him with the Q. He should die here when I R. He can't reset yet either because of my Leandries. He's dead. I don't think he got to reset yet. Yeah, goodbye, Zed. The Leandra's burn stalls the recall from me hitting him with any ability by 4 seconds. Solid. Demonic is certainly viable on Karthus. Since they nerfed it for range champs a while back, though, it's by no means mandatory. I would only do it if they were ridiculous, stupid frontline tank heavy. Like if they had like a Zach Orn or something, that could make sense. We should really just go take Baron. This is bad to stay for. We can take it really fast on Karthus with our single target Q damage. Oh my, I didn't do that. That was not me. My auto attack has way too long of a float time for that to be me. Can nearly get 2 needlessly large rods here. Assume they're all going to be stepping up for the Baron. Ideally Pantheon or someone else tanks here. That way I can do full damage. Whoever is technically tanking Baron directly does 50% reduced damage, so... Yeah, we took that super fast. Big plus side to Karth. Go straight for Raba. First strike's giving us over 2 kills worth of gold. 900 damage as well. So that's Electrocute's done the same damage as my first strike. Not bad for us. So Electrocute's kind of good early, kind of crappy late game. First strike scales up really well. We didn't end up going for a tier. It's fine. We really shouldn't need it. 23 minutes in. Big power spike 7-minute mark. And 7 minutes at the 30-minute mark with Gathering Storm here. Dragon's up soon, so I'm not going to continue my full clear. Instead, we would want to be to Dragon 15 to 25 seconds early. You don't really need to be there full 30 unless... Like in this case, the enemies aren't really pressuring the map, so we can kind of get away with being here super early. Just checking around walls and stuff. I have my Zhonya, so if Zed jumps me, I can drop a Q on myself and turn on E. Ideally, we'd Zhonya's when he's throwing his Shuriken, because that's a lot of his damage. This is a really big fight for us. This dragon kind of dictates the game. And they're just going to let us have it. Alright. So be it. They are scared to fight us because we have Baron buff, current gold advantage. That's such a big mistake, though. They almost stole it. Nice try, Draven. That is an additional 6% AP. And now we have an extra 160 damage every few seconds. I think their set's top side. I don't really need to be mid. This is a little silly. I'm also wasting my mana since I'm not in the jungle area. Draven's dead. Do I need to R for this? Get Wall of Pain on this guy. Slow him down. He flashed my Q. Otherwise, he's dead there. Zed's dead. Goodbye, Zed. Down goes Zed. He's kind of rage splitting the side lane. I think he knows he can't team fight. If I Zhonya's and have enough mana to leave my Eon, he'll basically just die from that alone. Plus Pantheon stun. It's really challenging to outplay. Plus Riven stun. That, I believe, is G. Jeez. Yeah, that's actually it. That was kind of a fun game. We'll take like a damage, alt damage taken, and runes. Get those dance moves. Oh, baby. Looking at damage alt enemy champions, we had the most in the game. Very common for Karthus, though, because of his R. Looking at damage taken, most on our team, almost the most in the game. Self-mitigated, middle of the pack, and for runes, high value. All in all, Karthus jungle, definitely viable, definitely underplayed. Is he challenging to pull off? Does he take some skill? Yes, but I would really like to see some more of him. He's a lot of fun, especially in the melee heavy comps or against tank teams, since Leandri's is so effective on him, and Demonic is solid as well. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is King Sticks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.